Welcome to Engaging Students in Health and Physical Education, Class Size, Interest Levels, and Abilities. My name is Sherry Griffith. I'm your Virtual Learning Health Specialist for middle grades 6 through 8. In this webinar, we will be discussing engaging students and how this looks. It can change for so many reasons. Factors like class size, interest level, and ability levels can make our classrooms look different. This is my 6th grade PE class. It was combined with my co-teacher's class. There's over 60 scholars eager to exercise in this learning environment, with 2 teachers sharing physical and virtual space. Engaging students looks different for so many reasons. How did engaging students look in your classroom? Maybe you thought to yourself, engaging students in my classroom includes student-centered activities. In my health class, I teach a unit on disease prevention. I take my students on vicarious learning experiences or virtual field trips using video technology. In vicarious learning experiences, students are usually engaged by feeling as if the learning experience is taking them somewhere the classroom teacher was not able to, while remaining in the learning environment. In my class, one of the instructional videos I use is an award-winning Bill Nye the Science Guy video. Whether health class is virtual, face-to-face, or hybrid, I use this DVD that is unavailable online unless purchased. I check the DVD out from my school's media center and screen record the video. I was so excited to share this video, but I had to break it up into segments and embed them into a PowerPoint to share them successfully with my students. Beneath every video segment, I placed a link with 4 or 5 guiding questions to help students to consider the healthy choices to be made in the different locations that Bill Nye the Science Guy guided my students. These locations include public restrooms, buffet restaurants, and other places the students should be considerate about stopping the spread of germs. Students learn about the different types of pathogens and how diseases are spread through this activity. I utilize engaging scholar-friendly learning experiences to meet the needs of diverse learners. Although I was able to share this video, some scholars have ability levels that are inhibited by their devices. As facilitator, we may need to share videos that are on YouTube. I use this app to help me to engage students in PE class during the fitnessgram. The fitnessgram instructional videos are located on YouTube, and my scholars' county-issued devices prevent them from obtaining access. I Googled YouTube to MP3 converter into my web address bar. This is a great website for converting your YouTube videos into MP4 videos. MP3 are audios, MP4 are videos. All that one needs to do is to copy and paste the YouTube link into the address bar on the website where it says please insert a valid video URL. Afterwards, click Convert. After clicking Convert, click Download. Do not click Play Now. Do not click Start Now. I don't know if you can see under the button that says Start Now, it says Advertising. And so these advertisements pop up and can be hazardous to the health of your computer. So I do not advise that you click these links that say play now or start now, be sure to click download, and your download will become available in your download folder or file on your computer. Another way that I engage students in PE or health class is by sharing game board templates or choice boards with my scholars. Later in this webinar, I'll show you how it's done. It's quite simple. Scholars receive a PowerPoint or a Google slide presentation that is hyperlinked within itself, so that when students click certain buttons, for example, the category or money buttons, it takes them to a location in the presentation where they can see questions and answers in order to participate in playing Jeopardy! This choice board activity was created and published by a health and PE teacher. It's full of engaging activities for students that they can reach by clicking on the choice board, and it takes them directly to the activity. This is my go-to choice board for PE class. I teach middle school and my scholars love this choice board. This choice board was also created and published by a health and PE teacher. This choice board has 15 activities embedded within the slides of the PowerPoint. It has videos, it has games, it has the materials and equipment needed in order for students to be able to participate in this Beat the Teacher challenge. Engaging students in my health class and my PE class is just this simple. My students are allowed to choose choice board activities to increase their heart rate. Whether my students are face-to-face, virtual, or hybrid, they're able to choose an activity that they have materials for, meets their environment, and that they would like to participate in order to increase their heart rate. Before beginning the activity, they check their resting heart rates. They participate in the activities that they chose and check their heart rates again at the end of the activity to monitor the increase in their heart rate. Depending on the age group of your scholars and their diverse learning needs, engaging scholars can look different based on your classroom. This fitness workout choice board was shared with me by another PE teacher. Scholars can choose engaging workout activities based on their favorite characters. Creating hyperdocuments enables your virtual classroom to be engaging and more interactive. The following instructional video will show you how to create your own hyperdocuments.
Okay, we're back, and now I'm going to show you how to create buttons for your classroom to make it a little bit more interactive. In the last video, I showed you partially, but now I'm going to show you. We're going to start off on a Google slide that is blank, and I'm going to insert a shape. And when I'm done, this can look however I want it to be. I can color the background. And I like my first button to be the shape of a rectangle. So I'm going to just draw a rectangle on here. I'm going to make it attractive. I want it to look how I want it to look. So I'm going to fill the color and say, I like this dark yellow color. While my shape is highlighted, if it's not highlighted, I will lose my toolbar. So I'm going to make sure it stays highlighted. And I'm going to change the border color. I like this color. It's called Red Berry. And when I look at it, I can't see the border on my shape and my toolbar is gone. So I'm going to highlight my shape again. And I'm going to come up here to the border weight. This will enable me, my border weighs 1 point. I want to bring it down to weigh 16 points so it can be thick. And I have a more attractive button that looks a way that I want it to look. If I want multiple buttons, now would be a great time to press Control C and copy. and paste a whole nother button. So let's say I was making a choice board and I just wanted multiple buttons for whatever reason. So at this time, I'm going to start with my first button and I'm going to insert a word that I want hyperlinked. So just say, for example, I'm going to put press here. Press here to go to previous slide, home page, home page. And so I'm gonna stretch out my words. I'm gonna even make it bigger for myself by increasing the font. I like this size, and I'm going to stretch this out a little. I want page on the same actually line as home. And so what I'm going to do, because I want this to be a button to make it go back to maybe this first slide at the home page, I'm going to highlight the words home page. In order to hyperlink, you use the Control K function, and it will enable me to hyperlink to another slide in this presentation or to a link somewhere on the internet. So I'm going to put previous slide. I could put slide 1, so I'd rather put slide 1. And I'm going to click apply. And so when a student is here, for example, if I want this button here in the corner, I'm going to make sure this text box goes with it. So at the bottom of a page later in my presentation, if I want my students to be able to jump down, if they're on slide 4, for example, or slide 3, then I want them to be able to at any point go back to slide 1. They could click here and it will take them back to their home page, Welcome to Health class. And I can even come back here. I'm going to move on to what I want to do with this button. So let's say I want this button to take me to a brain pop video. I can insert text box and type a message to my students. Let's say I make this box a little bigger. And this text box a little bigger. And I'm going to say, please view the brain pop video. And put a little space between here. It's not necessary, but I'd like it. Okay, so please view the brain pop video. Now, I have this here, and before I highlight this, I need to go get the web address. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to My Apps Launchpad. I'm going to log in. And I'm going to my Brain Pop app. And Brain Pop's going to open up for me. I'm going to choose my, oh no. Okay, I'm going to choose my content area. And let's say I want to use this back to school video since we're going back to school. And when I open the video, I'm going to have a web address for the video right here. So first I'm going to see this video is here. So I'm going to use the web address that's attached to this video. I'm going to press Control C after I highlight the web address. So I can highlight the web address by clicking in the bar, but I can also highlight the web address like this, click and drag, Control C to copy, and I'm going to take this web address right back to my slideshow right here. So I still have the web address with me. The place I want to paste this link is on the words Brain Pop Video. So I'm going to highlight these words and use my Control K function again. But this time, instead of slides in the presentation, I'm going to paste the link by pressing Control V. And I can see it says back to school, and I can press apply, and it would be right here. I even have let's say I wanted to put it on my whiteboard. I can come right here. If there's a link there, it doesn't matter. I can press Control K and delete that link, press Control V, and notice this is back to school. I could put my Brain Pop video here. Welcome to health class. You're now back to school. When you click here, it takes you to this Brain Pop video. Another thing I could do is maybe if I had the picture that I have that I like already. Let's see. I happen to have a picture of the Brain Pop icon somewhere. Let's see. If I get this picture, well, no, I don't. And so I can just, oh, yes, I do. Copy this Brain Pop picture. You can get it from the internet, but I already have it. So I'm just going to paste it here. And let's see, when I pasted it here, it already has a video attached to it. So I'm going to press Control K to hyperlink it. And I'm going to delete this mental health fitness. And I'm going to paste. And my link is gone. It's not there anymore because I just copied and pasted this Brain Pop picture. So I'm going to come back to my video. And I'm going to copy this web address again, Control C, and I'm going to paste it right here, Control V, apply, and now I've created a button just in the middle of this page. Of course, you want to add directions, so you can insert a text box and make sure the students have directions for what to do and that they know that it's a button here. So I'm going to type good afternoon. Please use the link to view the video. Use the link below to view the video. And yes, I can center this. Also center the good afternoon. And when students come to my class, I can make this bigger. But when they come to my class, there's buttons here. It's a little bit more interactive. They're not just coming and seeing what to do and working on their own. It's something they're doing. They press and it takes them somewhere else. It allows them to be more engaged. And it's just a strategy for having a more engaging and interactive student-centered classroom.
Whether your classroom is virtual, face-to-face, or hybrid, no matter the size of the class or the needs and abilities of the learner, we have to engage students, address individual learning differences, and individual learning styles. Whether my classroom is virtual, face-to-face, or hybrid, no matter the size of the class, the needs of the learners, or their abilities, I love to play this game, and I recently played this game with my professional learning session that I held not too long ago. I'm sharing this activity with you to show you how I engage students using my class chat and a PowerPoint or a Google Slide presentation.
And so one more thing that I do this for scholars face to face. I do this for scholars virtually. We play this game. And so this is my evidence that I was successful, that my students were exercising sportsmanship. And so they understood the expectation for sportsmanship. And then we just moved on. We played this game and I let them know, okay, we're going to have boys against the girls. In the chat, I'm going to put a question on the screen. Whoever gives me the answer first in the chat, your team gets a point. And so this is a picture of my chat. I cut off the scholars' names and their whole icon, but this little girl was like, we're going to win. We're going to beat y'all. And so some of y'all may have noticed, because similarly, when you put something in the chat, maybe it shows up later than other people. And so they were like, my computer cheated me. And so the girls lost and she exercised sportsmanship. And so I learned that GG means good game. So even though they lost, she was like, oh, we almost won, but good game. And so I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to play this game so you can see how it is, how it goes. And so I'm going to put some questions on the screen. Before I do, I want you to notice, don't start yet, but I just want you to notice that as I go through this game, every picture is going to be of dodgeball. So don't use dodgeball as your answer, please. And so I'm going to do it like this because this is what I do in my class. So today we're going to have lady coaches against the gentlemen coaches. And the first question is going to go to my lady coaches. If you get the answer right, you get a point. If you give me a wrong, whatever the first answer is that pops up in the chat, it got to be right. If it's wrong, the question goes to the boys. So is VB volleyball? Dun, dun, dun. And so a sport that you strike with an implement. And so hockey is correct, but do we use implements in volleyball, y'all? So I'm going to give the gentlemen coaches a chance. Y'all can stop. Oh, you do? Coach Carol, y'all use implements playing volleyball? Well, if you do, I guess I give you credit if you saying your body part's not the implement. Oh, wait a minute. Coach Frierson wasted no time jumping in there and stealing that point for the guys. Okay. And so the next question goes to the gentlemen coaches. I'm going to put the next question on the screen. You know what, Coach Carol? I don't want to confuse my middle school scholars. I want them to believe that an implement is an object and that they're using their hands. And so I'm with you. I'm with you. So male coaches, the next question's for you. Ladies, if you put an answer in there, you're just giving it away to them. So male coaches, name a sport that you strike with your hand. Pickleball. Do you use your hand with pickleball? Coach Hines, do you use your hand with pickleball? I thought it had a little paddle.
It has a very small racket / paddle. Yes. So
Okay.
no, not with your hand.
So hey, freeze up. It goes to the ladies.
Still legally use your hand.
Ladies, I see badminton, but the question has gone to the ladies. Hey, that's cool. You was just being a gentleman trying to give the ladies a chance to come back. Coach Parks. Go ahead, put your answers in the chat. Ladies. Ladies. Hey, thanks. That works. So the score is tied. And so this time we're moving to our lightning round. Lightning round. Anybody who puts an answer in the chat for the next question. I don't care if you're a male or a female. While the score is tied, whoever gets your answer in first, you're getting a point for your team. Ready? Underhand throw. Name a sport that you use an underhand throw. Let's see who got this. Kickball. Okay. Coach Albright, you got that. Kickball, yeah, we'll pitch with an underhand throw and roll the ball. Good job, ladies. So the score is 2-1. Ladies got 2. And so the next question, y'all slow down in the chat now. Hold up. Next question's going on the screen. Name a sport that you strike with your feet. Hey, let's see what we got. Who's going to get this? Soccer. Coach Parks got it. So, ladies, hey, good job. We 3-1. Are we 3-1? Yeah, we 3-1. Okay, questions in the chat. Slow down. We're putting the next one. Ladies, 3-1. Hey, Coach Fryer's in. Where you at, though, with them hands? Name a sport that you pivot. Dun, dun, dun. Name sport that you pivot. Name sport that you, hey, good. So the gentleman got it. Thanks, William. So the score is 3-2. He put basketball first. Name a sport that you strike with your forearm. Hey. Volleyball. Oh, Coach Schaefer killed that. Sorry, guys. Coach Schaefer for the win. Oh, wait. Y'all got one more. Wait a minute. So Coach Schaefer took it 4-2. Good job. So, gentlemen, if we were in class, I might extend the game long enough for you to win, but y'all got one more opportunity for the final score. Let's see. Name a sport that defense holds the ball. Name a sport that defense holds the ball. And so in middle school, we do team sports. Okay, and so we're going to take Coach Fryerson's softball. Yay! So, ladies, the score is 4 for you. Gentlemen, the score is 3 for you. The ladies have won.
My adult scholars love this activity, and so do I. I get so excited to be my scholars' cheerleaders and cheer them on to achievement. Whether virtually, face-to-face, or hybrid, be prepared to engage your scholars no matter their learning style differences and learning style needs. Please visit the Georgia Department of Education community website at community.gadoe.org for more helpful tips to collaborate, connect, share thoughts, or resources for teachers and administrators. Thank you for viewing, and we hope you enjoyed our webinar.